it going, YouTube? It is Docky or Docky Style Gaming, and we're back at it with another Warframe Riven review today, and we're going to be looking at the Grand Prime, the godfather or grandfather, I should say, of all heavy blades in the game, one of the OGs, and the Prime variant is so damn good. So first, let's look at the base stats, and then I'll show you the Riven I actually got for it. So the base stats are just the greatest thing to look at. I remember when I originally saw the leaked images, I was like, there's no way that's going to be the images for this weapon. They're going to change the stats, they have to, and they didn't. So 32% crit chance, 2.6 crit multiplier with a 32% status, meaning you can build for 100%, and then over 200 slash, 57 impact, which is and then 14 puncture, but all that slash damage is just so nice. Oh man. So let's look at the Riven I have for it, and then I'll also show you a build that I have without a Riven that still kills pretty damn fast. Now I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Is this the best melee weapon in the game? I still think that goes to the Plague Creep path. The Plague Polearm is just the Infested one is just godly. It is a godly melee weapon, but if the Plague Creep path is God, the Grand Prime is fucking Jesus. So this weapon is still just as good, but not as good as the Plague Creep path. But with the Riven I have for it, it is a monster. So I have crit chance, attack speed, status chance with negative finisher damage, which really you don't need negative finisher damage because you'll see how fast the bleed out procs happen. But I was originally trying to roll for either crit chance, melee damage, range, because I really wanted range on it. Like, granted, attack speed's nice, but I do have a Prime Fury, but I really wanted range. So when I got attack speed, I just threw on my Prime to reach and was like, all right, cool, that'll work. But stats to probably go for would be crit chance, attack speed, melee damage, or maybe even crit damage, crit chance with attack speed. Or if you really want range on it, you can do that too. But crit damage, crit chance, I feel like are really nice to have. You really don't need it too much with Blood Rush, and you'll see in my main build, but that's why I was like, crit damage would be probably nicer to go over crit chance if you just go a basic Blood Rush. So these are the mods I have on it right now. I have my Prime to Reach, Virulent Scourge, Voltaic Strike, I have Organ Shatter for crit damage, Blood Rush for the crit chance, Prime Pressure Point, and then Condition Overload for that status. Because of the Riven I have, all I need is 2 dual stat mods, and boom, I'm at 100% status. So Condition Overload, like I said, again, you'll see those bleed out procs and how real they truly are. So let's go spawn in some 155s. Now I'll spawn them in both ways. I'll spawn them in pause, and then I'll unpause them. So let's, even though I don't really need energy, let's hop down here real quick, and let's see this thing go to work. And within a couple of swings, you're already red critting. I hit him, he should probably bleed out, and they bleed out in chunks. Like, it's not like little slash procs, no, it's like chunks of slash procs. Now the only downside about the Gram is that a lot of these builds are going to be very tight builds, so you probably won't be able to put all the mods on that you truly want to. Like, if I could, I'd probably put on a combo duration, just because I don't have one right now. Granted, I think with the way the crit multiplier is right now, you kind of don't need it, because the ramp up in damage is so fast. Like right now I'm already red and orange critting. Like I said, slash procs alone is killing, or yeah, just killing them like that, like it's nothing. So let's unpause them, and like I said, I'll show you exactly, because I know some people don't like it when they're paused because they're like stealth and oh my god, whatever. But it's still, to me, it's not that big of a difference in time to kill. So especially when it comes to the weapon like the Gram, like right now they're already red critting. They're still dying just as fast. Like, it's ridiculous. This thing murders. Now again, that's with the Riven. I'll show you it without the Riven, and even without the Riven, it still puts in work. Like I said, the Grand Prime is really becoming one of my favorite weapons. Like I said, I still think the Plague Creep path, the polearms all is like #1. Granted, I do have a Riven for it, and even looking at the stats, because I have a status build, and because you could do dual statuses, so I have Viral Corrosive on mine. I think that personally, especially with my Riven, my Plague Creep path is still stronger than my Grand Prime, I should say. But like I said, Grand Prime is like right up there. Grand Prime is the second, if not, like I said, really close to the first best melee weapon in the game. Like Galatine Prime can sit down, you're no longer king in terms of heavy blades. But let's go look at the build for the roll without the Riven. So, like I said, without the Riven, I just have basic crit chance, pressure point. And with this, you can, if you want to, you could probably throw in crit damage instead, which might be better, but I'll show you how it looks with both of them. So crit chance, pressure point. If I threw another form in, I could probably put a prime pressure point in, but hey. Prime Fury for attack speed, because again, you really need attack speed because it has the lowest, or not the lowest, it has a 0.8 attack speed, so that's just crazy slow. Put my 2 dual stats on again, which still gets you to 70% status with condition overload. Prime to reach, because again, I want that range, and then blood rush for that crit chance. Now, again, like I said, the builds are so tight that you really can't put everything you want on here, because if I could, I'd probably try to put a body count or drifting contact, one for the extra status chance and extra combo duration, but again, builds are tight. So I'll show you with this build. This is with the extra crit, and then I'll show you it with the, let me pause, and then I'll show you it with crit damage. So let's go ahead over here. Like I said, even without the Riven, like I said, it's not going to kill as fast, but the slash procs are still pretty real. Like I said, you're not going to be red critting as fast, but you will be red critting though. So once those slash procs start to go, yeah, like I said, that's all you'll see. Oh, that one died already. I didn't even think I killed it, but all right. But yeah, so I'm like, even a basic build is pretty decent. All right, now let me put on, I believe it's Organ Shatter instead of the extra crit. Because like I said, Blood Rush pretty much can make up for the crit. So you really don't need crit chance too much. Let's throw Organ Shatter on. Extra crit damage. Simulate. Alright. Like I said, the attack speed is really what just kills it. But yeah, like I said, you can see all that extra crit when they start bleeding out. It's ridiculous. Like I said, literally it's just watching them bleed to death. Even with a basic build, like I said, the Grand Prime is just a monster of a weapon. But yeah, those, like I said, that's just a basic build. Like I said, it's pretty much up to you how you want to with the basic build if you don't have a Riven for it. But if you have a Riven for it, this thing just makes the Grand Prime top tier, especially because it has a 5-star Riven disposition. So yeah, the stats on it are just crazy high. Time to kill with this thing is just fast, as it's ridiculous. So let's spawn some more out. Let's spawn a whole bunch of them out. Let's unpause, simulate. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to get a Grand Prime Riven for a decent price, at least, definitely pick it up, because this thing is worth a Riven. Now I know they did say Riven disposition changes are going to be coming pretty soon, but my god, this thing is beautiful. But until then, make the most of all your weapons while you have some crazy Riven disposition for it. Tiburon Primes, like I said, things like the Grand Prime right now. Go for it. Sakaris Prime. Things that are kind of brokenly OP at the moment. I think even the Piranha Prime, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, go for it. Man, and then just imagine if we didn't have the rework with the exalted weapons, the amount of damage that the Grand Prime would do through Excalibur's exalted blade, especially with a chromatic blade on. Oh man, that would just be beautiful. But regardless, that's really all I got for this video, guys. I've been meaning to get this video out for a while. Like, man, I've been waiting to get this video. But I actually am kind of glad I waited, because the Riven I had originally that I was going to show it off with was decent, but it wasn't the greatest. So I kept re-rolling it and got this roll, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta make a Riven video on this now. So I'm kind of glad I waited, but I still have been waiting to get this out for you guys a little earlier, like honestly the week of Chroma Prime's drop. So that's really all I got for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, go follow me on my social media accounts. Links to those will be in the video description. And if you haven't entered in for the Anthem game giveaway, that's also on the channel as well. So definitely go check that out. Find out how to enter if you want a chance to win a copy of Anthem. So thank you all again. I will catch y'all on the next video. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.